se eye no nwotwe bobo de eye don hwere baako na ye ne personality ena anagye ye no eba bedi nkomo na ene legend ya yensa ka no ewo studio so ye no ebedi anobaba ye no owura no February 1984 na witimi started the Premiership football ewo my Ghana mu na we goalkeeper ana goalie bepocho November 1984 and the Black Stars of Ghana etimi eton safre no na obeka goalkeepers ho ewo the Black Stars of Ghana na owura no asiakan ema Real Tamale United bekire esirimusire jata RTU no sanso and the Great Olympics osiakan edema wo mu na owura bi ana owura ben ene enanadwi me kana asemi bejimedi se utirimu aye okesenene wodu ani kakai wodu ani bubu se goalkeeper benya ene ne waba bepimu owo X Sports Profile jimedi so me poto me dame ho aba age aboafo enkrato me ba me guess me da na di akiremo ne afri jimedi na se.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yes.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always drink fresh, natural, X, mineral, water.
You still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Yabahwefo akwa babiom ereba X Sports Profile jumedie so na sedem di kan ede to manimu ansa ne yeko break no owura me kana semi we legend ewo Ghana ball bomu na consistently with the Black Stars for 10 years a decade na chese enya gross abrenu mu no said the na goalkeepers esi bomodin na ba akofo beje Black Stars post aboso for 10 years there enya gro na nyame yadom ama yensa kan Owura Abubakar Damba. Good evening. Now what is that? Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're looking great.
Thank you. Also why if pa?
Why if I see me?
Wo hwe mfia wadie ene tamoye te wonka Abubakar Damba. Na still we gina now say that just wo hwe ho so ye.
Atsida koma nyankopon.
Very well. Now Black Stars goalkeeper Ghana League Great Olympics Real Tamale United sab de na nyagro se ubenya akwanya ada posumu boyen komo se na goalkeeping ehon 70 sabre no eye 80s oba o Premiership football na mo mansa na Premiership no ehin na wo ahwefo pese hu
me da semenia na mamemfa okonya no so fama etiefo nyina very wonderful and also XYZ yeah there yeah that's it because I share most of the time. XYZ now and I hear XYZ radio. So I'm say or said to me, "Bo Abasopa." Yes, you are entertaining the whole nation and the world at large. What besides sempa? Yeah, no credit. Growing up, let me say I had parents who were very much concerned about friends saying education. Not school, and that family. Your kumasu. Yeah, you could this family no. Education na number one
priority.
Economy papa. He was a medical doctor.
Oh, okay.
Or an epidemiologist, specialist with the skin. But me, mommy, dear, she was a businesswoman and, of course, a politician, but not a partisan or politics. Now, okay. She was very much into organizing women to do different things, and on that was her passion. I was more or less in a family now were controlled. Those times, so I was privileged, and even though both parents are diseased, they say.
Okay.
But I still my unique auntie say so born into such a family, and controlled. Into not school but there was an influence in my life. Born and bred Muslim family. Mother side, father side. Surrounded Muslim community. But me papa was a field worker. Inti no transfer. It me transfer no Kobibia around the country. The baby of Kobiano, because of a doctor inti was always in the residential areas. Inti I came into contact with mostly Christian friends. Kids.
Yeah, no one.
Queen adults one. I will try. Inti sa Christo asemuno. Ebe told me so. Tina me no more school, me no more ibafia, me no more. Inti I tell you. Ebe dream maybe. Catch and papa say me pese me go church.
We are Christian.
What be sound side inti. Say eno na pese me. And now, the level of me papa ninti said, okay, I'm sure the way. And true, I became a Catholic. I'm a Catholic.
You say you're a Christian?
What's I call back? Asem and American.
Okay.
And sound call back. Say a horn I'm free by.
Okay.
Into school, Catholic. Cook church in a mass server. I was baptized. I was confirmed. Baptized by quite a priest, my friend James, Evangelist James, and I was confirmed by Archbishop Akanlu. It's Mikai, still Mikai.
Oh, far in the north.
Yes, in the upper east region, but a honor converting me, but we're based in the north. Timinia. It really influenced my life, in that hour. And I'm papa so me because I'm a man could in a group doing some money and and fata. So it was all right. And I'm so growing up on that ball no me boka kra.
No ball.
No me ball.
No one chick.
Debbie. I didn't start as a goalkeeper. Growing up no me ball playing. So school, course, me bo.
To school could do level bang.
I went up to before I joined the Black Stars. I completed my 6th form, upper 6 in 1983. Until coming to the Black Stars, and that is time. That's our time, and Akira Kwasoya. Akira Kwasoya was the vice chancellor for University of Ghana. And one mommy had jump at but I'll just clarify that, please. Into Ehono, my movement from RTU to Olympics influence now 7%, and I will juxtapose that against education. Into now I was supposed to come to Accra and play for Hearts of Oak.
Oh,
TNU Hearts of Oak, very well. Into me try play mo, and I may do and cry, and I will say some reno poaching players.
Nee, bibi.
Bibi for cry. Who player? When you play number, you must have bodyguards.
Yes.
The better match.
Snatching.
Anytime.
They said the year Charles Taylor nominated.
Thank you.
Other
Intimate play move from Tamale. They don't cry. And I was supposed, and now or someone didn't call Akila Pass Sawyer if he. But maybe do airport, you know. How the information went, you know. Then somebody came to me and said, "Oh, or I want to say on family bra. Or family, if I not even call Harry Sawyer fee." Instead of Akila Sawyer's place, they took me to Harry Sawyer. You see how it happened?
From one Sawyer
to another Sawyer. But with Akila Sawyer, no, my education, that is where I was supposed to go to the University of Ghana and read estate management. Because now has funny day. I say, oh, now, to be very honest, book there has a book. Pay your phone, the book, they won't find it.
My memory say, you have a na no ko school no bobo. Instead of say, Idian wabeje or Ghana goalkeeping. I hear no would do you identify say no. I said me call into
that's the interesting part. From primary school, me call middle school, that time no. Middle school from 1. And your senior prefect, middle school no. Na your friend no senior yeboa.
Okay.
Up till this day.
Next school ben?
LA Middle.
Okay.
That was in Gambaga,
okay.
the north. From 1. Until now, there was a football game between the two rival schools, LA Middle and Zobzia Middle. Was Hakronu, Gambaga. So, Sina Yebua, back classroom, the classroom, from 1. Say, hey, Munina, primary school, now one obobo. And my mom is also. And class, no, I'm in
the whole class?
The whole class.
At
that time, let me say we're more than 40.
Okay.
More than 40. Who can say that time, you know? I say, okay. Whoa. And then you ball against your friend saying, Zobzia, but your goalkeeper no pra to and then one over that goal. As someone catch them. Now, small boy, and that time, you see, senior prefect, but you sending one, they were big, thick, tall, matured. No more to say, Papa, no. Senior prefect, or can't such and see you, Mate. And the following the Sadam in your could dress him, say, okay, Damba and go. Asa, me were putting some in Bobo, into controlling and passing in, and then yes, and money. And more to the point, I was so athletic. I'm a high jumper in school. So diving was not a problem. Okay. Jumping was not a problem. It just fell into, into perspective because of athleticism. So I was very coordinated. Yeah, but much not knowing that my coach team, it was on Nkrumah United, not my coach team and Nkrumah United. They were watching the game. I said, not number no that go no. No, we are number 6 player. Not fair. Everyone is saying, you say school assem to kasa. And they saw my performance. And it was a 2 leg, After first leg, you show me 1-0. Second leg, almost a buyer, Damba na dago. Say, wait here. We are send a dago, we are there saying a goalkeeper. Free a neko, umbo, number 6 nubium. Me for no bobium. Where that go? Where
you go player?
Finish.
This was
very tender ages. I believe at that time I was about 15, 16.
19.
I think it was around 70, 75.
70s. Yeah,
70s, 75, 76.
Mid 70s.
Yes, 75, 76. Yes,
No.
Mid 70s.
No, interesting. Nature say from midfield to goalkeeper. That is very interesting. Now, now, Ubobo no. Now our for enka omunya ya enka oku school. Enti ehefa na du ya. Say they make decisions say they o de enwumesua no be sua bieye be call into football.
It didn't come to that.
It never came to that.
Never. Me papa. Now de me ye ni nyina me papa nim.
Bo na no.
Dabi. Hey, woman no. Say akobeku mi. But na me mama nim. So my mother was shielding me. Into mo ba say ekwa coach match a. Say me papa wo fia. Me fa punu na no go. Me hui wall. Na me mama nim bia anti me hui wall na me ko. Me bobol ni ye na say me ba. Me mama a me hui wall to my son ba fie. Me papa hu bia me.
Wow.
Into na me mama e na oyo bia. But I don't know whether she knew what she was doing. Now on the person me nije keke. Tell me why me kwa na makopra. Me mama papa hu da. Except that
papa unante kama.
Oh, unante kama. And I say ekro beda baby. No, I was Damba. What happened? School. Because school pe na I did. But we could do secondary school proper. And listen to me. Whilst in the secondary school, na me da go Emma coach team. Me call secondary school no, Form 1. I was still playing outfield player. So the whole of my secondary education, no, I did not keep the goal even once for my school. Both Form 1 to Form 5 and in the sixth form. Manda go back upopa.
Seno bobo.
No, ibo. So I was playing in school. Me befia na me dago. Until na me schoolmates, you know. After school, and I'm say, Damba Black Stars, Eban is saying. But no one me say, we kofia me dago. We best come kwa na me there.
Bobo. Very well. Eban say Damba Black Stars goalkeeper. No. Any enche a kwan of us who join the Premiership, Royal Tamale United, February 1984. Story in the banner saying, Ufi hina okoye one identify wo.
Me say, Wales after course, progressively. Nkrumah United, me go school and I me nyini eba. Until me joined the 3rd division of Salkrono, Gambaga, where I was playing. 3rd division. Until a coach school, about holidays are I'm a 3rd division no. Goalkeeping. The coach school number 5. From midfield, I'm about central defense. Because my schoolmates will tell you, yes, I was an all-round sports personality. They bought football, they bought volleyball for school team. I played table tennis for school team. I played basketball for school team. Well. And I was playing hockey for school team. And athletics, I was in the field. I was doing high jump, I was doing javelin, I was doing discus, and doing shot put.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And when I was always excelling. I was always the best. Always the best, always the best. You find twin chain. Into 3rd division, no. My father went on transfer from Nagamba Bebe to Yendi. A suburb very close to Tamale. So we had to move to Yendi. Into Yendi, no, I joined a 3rd division team in Yendi, Union Stars. Now Union Stars, you know, Omu chairman doubled as a representative of RTU. At that time, there were branches, supporters branches, spread across the northern region, RTU. And he was the representative for RTU in, your friend saying, Yendi. Into na Yendi, sa Union Stars on the chairman, no team. Into the year away. So now I'm over to Akolani D. And she share match between RTU and me, Union Stars in Yendi. Then RTU buy. Satan you had the Mohammed Chous, Dowders, Anna Kubos, top stars. Omunina about friends in Yendi. And I'm a Dago.
My Union Stars.
Omuye ya. Mwanti me ashemi. And also the way, now my style of goalkeeping no yo mufe. Nti omo pon ya no mo ka kire penyin se onim. Goalkeeper we fa no bre justify your inclusion. Justify.
Oh, RTU.
Or RTU. And that was, so much, that was February, in January 84.
Okay.
And one Friday, Faithful Friday. And me call Tamale. My father did not know.
You are troubling.
My papa knew. But, in Tamale, we had a family house. My papa was here. My grandfather had a house there. So, accommodation ain't a problem. Me call Friday now. We call training. After the training, I don't say Damba. RTU. We bought RTU this year.
Wow.
So now, how was I to divulge? Maybe I can't actually me, Papa. Until they start to send a delegation.
She said they all do premiership.
Yes. Almost any delegation. I could bore me Papa money. And he was like, since when? That Ben and a son near my chassis.
Because we knew history be about
that's
sports.
Right. Into Sam Reno and or the trans and or Bisabisami. And he allowed me to flow. So I'm not training, sir. And not child. So why are you? But you didn't compromise that with your education. Why are you? And education and conformer. Oba bisa identity ena.
O drop it.
O drop it. Bibinti, but I'm drop it. Into
no any problem.
Only problem. So okay, you have my blessings. Then February na me buy.
No the saying.
Saturday na me di be 19 thereabout.
Okay, now we were great Royal Tamale United. Udi Cambo ball players bia no Majidi and Aniko Bomu and other goalkeepers are oko two.
Yeah.
Now new player bians ye sign wa dream will focus how to get playing time.
Yes.
And we age I know kuta 19 young boy.
Yeah.
Now oko two experienced players be atisano. Net was saying to break into the team. Send
that's it. Question you want my kind name be.
Wow.
Senior goalkeepers na make two more. Na back our friend Isako Robert. Then we had Mustafa. Man, these were all top-notch goalkeepers.
Oh.
Jacob Mensah. Top goalkeepers. But me ko drew hono because na me akola. And etiti say etiti ye wo fia. And I will boom penyufo be power sem.
Very well.
And no, and I boy me. It's sure Muniama.
Senior goalkeepers.
Niama. Sana me ye, tama me call Black Stars. Me ye ni so. Sure Muniama. Obu suma me. And I go no so time no. Because of na me ye athletic into. Me dive it was something else. My weapon was diving. Into mo pay masem. But na nyankopon nim dia wasiesie dada. Nti e shase and a senior goalkeeper no Mustafa at that time Lukotoje ehuno ye. Nobody knows what happened. And no, and the man retired in football. And the second to him Isako Robert no obu ni same. Na dia o carted one no na me yade ese no. Nti mantle no
fell on you.
On me. Nti me jibatom. What's that time? What is pressure? You need my friend pressure. The only thing is that you pay ball, no? And that time the support base and the fan base,
fantastic.
What? Now RTU to say, I'm telling you, because it was the only premier team in the whole of Northern Region. Into Obia from Northern Region, share matches. RTU.
Obia support.
And at that time also, you the go player bia. Supporters, a group of supporters. Mbeka say okay, asimesi ebi adamba. Wo, yen na be hwe obi bia so. Oduane die, niam obe hye, bibia ohia bia, yen na be yama wo.
Wow.
Yes. International Satam ye tua mika, mamika say ye tua mika. Ye mama sika no, I can't remember how much they were paying me. Ye mama sika na, me jiska na say me di be fia. Na me name is Nismina me nua penyin eti Mohammed, Alhaji Mohammed. Me jisika na, me nima ade amedi ye. Because na me tohwe. Me ba na maboabo no, na me wo me shirt bi, na me pe shirt no pa. That time no. There was double packet so ha uniform. And then we scan ashe packet ho. Month bia. Ye bo week win bonus bia. Na sika be ye packet no man. Me tohwe.
Now, continue with baby. Opportunity ne buy out.
Inti league in Shasi, you know. There was no goalkeeper available except Damba. So, Akonya Nini. And I was doing well. Then I started. 11 matches, unbeaten.
Clean sheet.
Yes, unbeaten. Not just clean sheets. Say, Ebin Waha, clean sheets, Ebin Waha. I mean, they can score against you. But you are not losing the game. 11 games. And the last game and the last straw, which broke the camel's back and brought me into limelight, RTU against Accra Hearts of Oak.
Oh, hey.
Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Sports Stadium. And that was the time Samson Lamtes, Mohamed Polos, Ofe Ansa, may you say rest in peace, Hisodamte, Joe Amwate.
No, which number?
Stop! Stop! And I was playing against them. And they were all national team players.
Black Stars.
Black Stars. Damba, you know why? Because I don't know kind of way. When you say Polo was in his element.
Yes.
Polo Obobola, my friend. Which year, Ebia, Yamina Diacho. But that day, somehow, Mohamed Polo could not beat me in goal post. Omonia free kicks. And only of answer, he was a free kick expert, direct. A boss shotter. It is a two. He's so Dante. A boss shotter is like a bullet. When they had opportunities and they hit Dambanye. And a sad time, no. Now the other one say, "Oh, boss out diving ball and me dive sana." Me punch you.
Which no about for?
I mean, they are baffled. Akwara benye. Yeah, pon so much now. Paul Latti was the welfare officer of the Black Stars that time. And that time in the Black Star we had consortium of coaches, not one coach in charge. Yeah, pon match na. I see Akwara no way. Edimi kono so mun sese. And Odimi Koma Opokwafie. Sata Opokwafie, he was a captain of the Black Stars. Now Black Stars omu kampu or Winneba into ombe share match. You know. I know most of the national team players know Hearts of Oak Kotoko. Into Hearts of Oak players the be more than 10 were in the national team. Into no mobile match into mobile match in year ombe trabas no. No more back to camp. Edimi ko share Opokwafie ensa. That is how I entered into the Black Stars. Adia Chinye, graphic, Times, no one. Front page. Hearts of Oak versus Damba. Damba versus Hearts of Oak, not RTU. That is how I got into the national team.
And this was February?
This was in November.
Okay, November.
Because February, and I'm still with a premiership.
Okay.
Me signing. That time it was not contract. Now it's not more contract. You know, we just recruit you. But we signing, dog we fill forms be now signing, but it was not a contract.
It's limelight Bemuano.
Finish it. So I didn't have that opportunity to play any of the junior national teams. From that age, almost saw me at Black Stars. And I'm in Chad. And then we were at Black Stars in November '84. I retired from Black Stars in September '94.
10 years.
10 consecutive years. I was not dropped even once.
From the team? From
the national call-up. Never. I did that because at that time, I see goalkeeping now. Wow.
Sabra Oko RTU, players Ben and Never. Goalkeepers in the
no players that time
no influential players
Mohamed Cho was a perennial goal king in Ghana. It was at RTU. Dauda Ahmed, Ofrija Atono, he was there. Kwame Danger, Abu Imoro, Abedi Pele just left RTU when I got there. Eben Dazi, striker. Evia, over program. Eben Dazi was part of RTU. Rauf Idi, the tall, lanky central defender. And Coupon fan the crown French. Tanko Jetuma. These were all top-notch national players. Shaibu Grant. Top players. They were all playing for RTU at that time. Anna Nikobo. Mr. Buriyama. We used to call him Boko Biko. Avion. Because he was more or less like Otu America because of a plane.
Ujane.
Rough. And we always had, and that time, we had this coach, Coach Eduse. Coach Eduse, as he don't come out because he was the one who nurtured us. And at that time, was Shasia scientific football those times.
Wow.
Yes, Coach Eduse. No, coaching scientifically at that time, using markers and those cones.
80s.
80s, no. And at that time, only my dear RTU fans, Eddie Freno. I see cones coach. The coach coach no ababium. So we dey no pay 11 Yenchebo. So Oba, he will take you through the rudiments, passing and controlling, learning how to move and so on and so forth. Onya to coach no pay coach naba. But it continued.
Yes.
So he really built some of us, if not all of us, into on the mind, the consciousness going forward and what to expect in the bigger picture. So we owe it a lot to Coach Ike Odusei.
Very well. Now, my young time ben over Great Olympics. Nanka Oba has a folk.
Yes.
And the airport in the
honestly, that time no. Now MND Jaula.
Jaula, yes.
Lipoura. Wherever you are, my greetings. Now on the chairman RTU.
Yes.
But he was going on a steady leave to Canada. Say enunti ena House of Folk no Olympics omunya asa akonya. Because Uncle Wahwa me free RTU da. So Okono, and he was going on leave for steady leave for about 2 years. Say okay, and yeah, I can also change an environment. But you know what happened? RTU, friends say House of Folk for no. They didn't come to me directly. So time no. My late wife, that time she was my girlfriend. Ajabila, rest in peace. Today Friday. Omo famichi eko hunu. Sen omo didi omo nkomo no one I was not aware. My girlfriend just came and said to me, Damba, this year you move to Accra. Looked at her like that and say, what are you talking about? He said, this year you go ball Accra.
Year Benny, which year?
That was in 1990.
1990. Okay.
89, 90.
Okay.
89, 90.
So about 6 years.
Yes, 89, 90. This I say, hey, who they are growing? I say, not somebody from Bepini. So, hey, that is how it started. It was a conspiracy. My girlfriend conspired with Omo. But those who engineered the conspiracy, no House of Folk, no, unfortunately, man,
who could pay Great Olympics? And
we could pay Great Olympics, not knowing it was a family. That's the time Mohamed Sinari, and ambassador, Said Sinari.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now, I'm going to kita a friend say Olympics. Mohamed Sinari, Said Sinari, Ade Kuka, chairman, Harry Zako, Blackmore. No, they had a solid, also, they had their own way. So, we could do almost same. And you know, the Sinari family, you know, they are half Moshi, half Egyptians. And my wife too was a half Burkinabe, half a friend said Moshi. So it just fell into perspective. So they were able to use my wife, you know, to keep me calm.
No, it's you know, Okopi Great Olympics 1990, 89-90. Now, you hear goalkeeping at that time, national level, in 1980. So in the 80s, said no goalkeeping here. A year on my Ghana, especially with the Black Stars.
Yeah.
Now, when your opportunity, what join the Black Stars? November 1984. Again, who could share experience and top goalkeepers at that time? What you are saying?
Nana Prempe, me you saying. The only thing they say, Sam Reno. It is not like today. We didn't have anything like goalkeepers trainer. But
when you goalkeeper trainer,
there was nothing like goalkeeper trainer. But now Achedi Nyankopon Di Maeno was the talent. Oh, matured and talented goalkeepers. Sana Midi kan. Even though I didn't come to meet them, Joseph Carr, John Baker, Omu group no. You know Joseph Carr, John Baker, and Owusu Mensah. So I'm call Libya. I'm call J Cap no buy. So after Libya no, and John Baker and Joe Carr.
Oh, Frimo.
And Owusu Mensah became the number 1. So me got 2 Owusu Mensah.
And why mobile?
Owusu Mensah, Jerry Ajay,
Yes.
Andrew Kwanzaa, and Felix Mills.
Wow.
And Southern Felix Mills was a goalkeeper in the Black Stars with Great Olympics. But I joined the Black Stars from RTU, but I continued from Olympics. So RTU, those days were formative ages. But from Great Olympics, and I became very competitive. And I was now looking for my slot.
In the national team.
Also to be recognized. That time, you know. So, Miko 2, Owusu Mensah, Jerry Ajay, Andrew Kwanzaa, and Felix Mills. Miko count 5. Then, you know, whilst training, and that time, you know, so, not the way the system was functioning, no. We're a national player. On man in the hell. You are with the national team Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday or nopa, you be releasing money now. Various teams. No more ball league matches no Sunday. Adiechi Monday, and I always came by flight. They say flight for me from Tamale to Accra. Then I take a car to Winneba. It was like that every week. So more or less, you know, not national team duties, you know, not a placed higher than even club. Even though we are club player, but national player there, it was different. So we could be in the camp for 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, sometimes 1 year. And Emma, the level of football
at that time
was very high.
Now, being in the national team at that time, more pride. Is it to be part of the team and I say to get the playing time? Because we join Black Stars, no goalkeepers or hopper. We can't who be no and then you were Niger and I say we be nyap punuma than and I would know.
All the best players in Ghana at that time, they were top. And I will call national team and yes, it will be Pewa 70 and I will be Nimunti.
And one more about them.
Never.
By performance.
By performance. Strictly by performance. Inti says the team is too frail at the national team at Tresse also Uyobi. But a national team are frail no, but how to stay there. They can't goalkeepers are some children and some kitoa. It came to a time that we had 11 goalkeepers in camp, Black Stars camp. Baku 11.
You who they am
I'm telling you who near bed drop put near befa. Because league clubs no goalkeeper obiya
bomb modern so they have
to South frail. You be share your banner say be share your friends saying Winneba. Then the coaches will watch us closely. Then they can make comparisons.
By stature?
Not by stature, performance. Say you train or how they be. If we are there same way we pacho we dey wait my akotan baby. Next time we improve our so me famous in between all the goalkeepers. The first group I make a Jerry Ajay group no. You drop Jerry Ajay, you drop Andrew Kwanzaa, then Owusu Mensah also left. Then now we had Damba, Felix Mills, and Omukofa Odum, and Salif Ansa Ebai. They were with Meteors. You promote Omo, Black Stars. Into Ombeto with Black Stars. They were the consistent ones. Felix Mills or drop here. And Omukofa Samson appear by. After some time, Samson appear or drop here. Your friend saying
80s in common or
yes, 80s.
Okay.
Getting to 80s. Late 80s.
Okay.
Late 80s. It was dropping replacement by substitution. from Samson Apia, Okoye, Sheriff Baye, Okoye. Then Nana Benyi came into the picture. Ibrahim Dose, Ibrahim Boyson, Omunyina Baye. Then they just come and then they go. They come and go, but they were top notch. But Ubana said, yes, your friend is saying, comparisons now. Then they'll excuse you for some time. Inti Ebe Ka, Damba, Salfonsa, Mohamed Odum, Nana Benyi Krensel. Your phone and you dominate here for quite a number of years. But at because competition, they don't have to make us comfortable. Say, oh, muna muwaho into mua. They need to rub shoulders with you. Obi idea in the league. You didn't be bad account. Now share, they'll compare. Or yeah, dear Sinwa, Ubeko, no account. But Obana watch and say, hey, Massa, Ube told you, Besau Kwajame. And that is it. So 4 consistent goalkeepers until Nana Benyi, he became sick. And you drop on. So Damba, Mohamed Odum, Salfo Ansa, the 3 of us were in camp. But now we have 4, so into the Sheriff from Olympics, Eddie Bekanyo. So we're 4. Competitively, now Eddie Ansa, or yeah, dear Papa, in Nigeria.
Number 1.
In Nigeria. He was playing, he's a club football in Nigeria, professional at that time.
Number 1.
Debbie, let me do over. Inti, you 2 and Safre, and Osam Dodo was the coach at that time. You 2 and Safre, Eddie Ansa, and Obai, Obe 2 years. Me, Salfonsa, Mohamed Odum, Sheriff, and Obe count 5. I say, now I didn't know my friend. Go keep a seat now. We know, and I'm passing me, ready.
Bravo, I didn't see no more tonsa a friend me. Go keep a seat or made them who here saying.
Yes.
And no, any encomo cost so now. Ex natural mineral water, Daroma. And a fear and agency, Sinkunya, and the X sports profile, Ebremo, our TV, XYZ. So, Madame Wabamba, and Komo Bebro, you will run 1990, near about 2000s, Nafi, Yedi and Komo Chichen at us. Kweme, Madame Wabesisia.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Yamahwefo adwo amamakwa babiom X sports profile and wani etu awohwe awo TV XYZ kasamfoni so no midin de nana prempe the Britishman afi na odo kasemu no ato ase ya Abubakar Damba goalkeeper de mo my Ghana consecutively continuously for 10 years, a decade. na wɔka Black Stars national team wɔno ɛne nyame ayɛ adom na yɛn nsa ka no ofia ne no edi nkɔmɔ damba yɛwie 80s yɛbrɛ ne nti yɛmra 90s ne yɛmbobɔ so 90s nso sɛ ne tie o retire 1994 before retirement no ɛdeɛ na call so minim sɛ mo call Senegal 92
that's right yeah but 90s no that is where you say am I matured and experienced at that time into national team performance eka Damba Eddie Ansan Salif Ansan Mohamed Odum so before Senegal 92 and I would drop Odum into eka Damba Salif Ansan and Eddie Ansan so now yen and they consistent early 90s no preparing for the Cup of Nations and so Kaya and I'm share records more. Ukazis came and took over the team. And our first game for the Cup of Nations qualifiers was Ghana against Nigeria. Kumasi Sports Stadium. Damba was on the list by a friend say starting lineup. Damba in goal.
Against Nigeria.
Against Nigeria. But Damba did not play that game.
Why?
Before Yebeshasia, and the team manager at that time was Alaji Mekano, Yankopon Fowl Crown Fancy Ye. Today, Friday. Now, on
team manager.
And the minister of sports at that time was E.T. Mensah. Ukaziz was a coach at that time. And he had two assistants, Paha and Edusei. We warmed up. And our reserves got transi. Enti Eddie Ansan got transi. He was sitting on the bench got transi. Or run and Pabu Wampo. And what is it that happened? And they came and they passed the information that Eddie Ansan should come into the goal.
No, what transi?
Then I would try some of the Uber. So we call Eddie Ansan. And Eddie Ansan put on his. As to whether it was a psychological thing. And no enna. But I believe strongly, say it was a psychological or a mental game that was being played. Said Damba, Eddie Ansan, come to the goal. Remember, because he was playing in Nigeria, played his club football in Nigeria, he knew all these Nigerian players. It could be a mental strategy, which is not wrong. Until Eddie Ansan changed and moved onto the pitch, and Damba came and sat on the bench. And we won that game. Clean sheet. A winning team is never changed. The next game, we won. Next game, we won. We kept winning our games. You know, we played unbeaten. The only game I think we drew was Ghana against Benin. We played away. And then we drew also Ghana against Nigeria. Second leg, Eshomu 1-0. Second leg, Eshomu.
But
it was draw.
Lineup. By one of them, na yesa sesan no. Enya effect also.
Dabi. Never.
Adin.
Why must I?
You should.
No, I shouldn't.
No one know.
I tell you what. Maminka sembin chro.
Lineup, no one know.
Maminka sembin chro. The kind of upbringing and the kind of squad that we had at that time. Look, it's not like today. Goalkeeper Beka say, where me say, and they attribute a lot of things happenings to spirituality and all that. Me say, me gloves, na me share that go. Salif Ansan, Yanko Ponfa o kransie ene. Salif Ansan was using my gloves to play in goal.
No munso.
Never.
I do 20.
Never. No, but what was that? Never. It never like that existed between us. So the three of us were so close. Eddie Ansan was my roommate. Marvel man. So I share program here. Bisano. Eddie Ansah was my roommate. Cup of Nations. When we were camping in Portugal and preparing for the Cup of Nations in Senegal, Eddie Ansah and I were roommates. Meanwhile, we were in contention for one position. Bougaziz wanted to build that kind of love between us, that coordination, that cooperation, that trust between us. And it worked so well. If Eddie Ansah is in goal, the whole of my heart and soul is with Eddie Ansah. If Damba is in goal, heart and soul, Damba. If Salfo Ansah, heart and soul, Salfo Ansah.
It's a Hifan will take you over, say, number one goalkeeper, Ankasa.
93. The moment we came back from Senegal, 92. And I took over.
What happened? Didn't see you?
Performance, nothing more. And not because I was a better goalkeeper than any of them. But then, when he said we always have something we call mental fatigue. When mental fatigue sets in, you begin to make infantile mistakes, basic mistakes, fundamental mistakes. They need to give you a break for recovery. So you recover. Now say your mausa akonya na say better go. Now say what happens? They will take over again.
Very well. You really say goalkeeping generationally. So, Mamenya the decade.
Okay.
80s, 90s, 2000s. 2000, private me achieve, you know, from 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
Maybe 2010 to 2020.
I understand. Yes.
So, na yeah, 1980s, when Ufi said, were Ghana's best national goalkeeper?
At that time, undoubtedly, it was Owusu Mensah.
Owusu Mensah.
After the group, no, Joseph Carr, John Baker, Owusu Mensah. But when John Baker and Joseph Carr no time, no, Owusu Mensah couldn't have said that he was. But I mentioned his name, you know why? Because Ono and I'm better. No.
Okay.
I must be fair.
Okay.
Joseph Carr, I saw him. John Baker, I saw him. But I didn't have close, they said, on the pitch.
With him?
Them.
Okay.
And they were goalkeepers in their own class.
Terrible. No, you're not 90s.
So in the 80s, no, when I came to the Black Star, Owusu Mensah, undoubtedly.
So you're not 90s.
So about 90s, no, that is our generation.
Okay.
Damba, Salfo Ansah, Mohamed Odum, Marvel Man, friends, Edward Ansah. The generation, no. I would say Edward Ansah.
Very well. You're not 2000.
2000, undoubtedly, is Olele Kingston. And I'm saying Olele Kingston, even though Olele Kingston's time, no, we had fantastic goalkeepers. Samia J, Philemon McCarthy, just our generation. No? And Omo Amakaka no. But Olele became the most outstanding, the most reliable, you can argue about that, the most consistent, and most influential goalkeeper. So undoubtedly, if now you ask me, put all the generations together, I will still go for Olele Kingston.
Said the whole Ghana, and I will generate 80s.
I'm looking at generationally,
okay,
including influence in goalkeeping. And let us be fair here. I'm choosing my words carefully. The goalkeeper who brought the Ghana Black Stars into limelight in terms of level has been Olele Kingston. You and I like it or not. Well, you have your opinion.
Yes, but maybe so. DNA was settled on Olele, say, the influential goalkeeper generationally for the Black Stars.
One.
Because my boy 80s, my boy 90s, 2000s, my team, you know, from 2000 to 2010, 2010 to 2020. So, you know, 80, 90, 2010. Be 5 decades.
Yes, we can't in Aboma. Because you're here, the highest level of your friend is saying football, the World Cup. Olele is the first goalkeeper to take us to the World Cup, whether we like it or not. And one fire and call World Cup. Keke.
You could do Pempensubi.
Yes. And Yanshe Olele as an individual and his performance, let's just separate him. performance in the goalpost. He was very consistent. Very consistent. And no interest na Olele on your mistakes. Debbie. Or any part, no your mistakes. But minimal mistakes.
Okay.
And to share consistently qualifying to the World Cup and Cup of Nations and so forth. No, he was so lucky that one, whether it was because of discipline or other reasons, Olele no Shedan Pra by heart. And Pradier, it was not part of him. And it is not for nothing. There must be a reason. He was able to surmount that. He was not Pra by heart. So he was consistent, playing in goal, playing game in, game out, game in, game out. Year in, year out. How many World Cups and Odia Koye?
Olele is best.
Olele is the most outstanding and most influential goalkeeper for
Ghana have ever produced.
Yes, so far as I'm concerned.
Very well. Well noted. Now, what about goalkeepers? Was at a time, na mutiminya be 11 goalkeepers competing for the national team, the Black Stars. Ebia your tournament ya be 5 year be 3 na ko. But selection there, it minya be 11 at a time. Ghana now your goalkeeping problem ana.
Your goalkeeping challenges.
Enya how?
How? Because a problem. Me when you can say a problem now, a hamikakra.
Problem just be a intimate solve.
Yes. Dini.
Challenge in
challenge no there. I just say
bit me Asia no am na yi.
Anytime with me.
Okay.
If we make conscious and deliberate efforts.
Yeah, how on the sense say.
Yeah, how on say. And that is why I always single out Olele. After yenya Olele no, Master, you and I will be in the system in terms of goalkeeping. We played chess. And then way, Ochina way, and then way, Ochina way. And you can imagine the number of goalkeepers at SSI. And we could not stand out. Why? Simply because transition. Olele, when Olele say Olele will retire. Okay. Now Olele say or retire. Who is taking over? And the goalkeeper we're looking forward to at that time was this goalkeeper Ajay.
Sami Ajay.
Not Sami Ajay. Now he was playing for the under-20. Fantastic, up and coming, no Obama Liberty. Ajay, he was even nicknamed Damba.
Daniel Ajay.
Daniel Ajay. Now, no, we're thinking that we'll step in the shoes of Olele. But what happened? What happened? The nurturing was not properly done. And Master,
so you must have a transition.
And paying attention to the details. Give them the opportunity to play. Support them to play. Encourage them to play.
We are supporters and so moi.
What's he saying?
We are supporters and so moi.
Supporters said then.
Sebia you more opportunity. Oda pomu ba ku ye mistake ani etu ya no agu so.
Yes. And okay, there was a goalkeeper entry. He was also a Liberty. He was one of my goalkeepers in the.
Yeah, Prince. I think Prince Entry.
No, Prince Entry.
I know.
Was an outfield player.
Or yeah, mistake.
And that was it. Patrick Entry.
Patrick Entry, yes.
And that was it. And this was also one of the goalkeepers who was man. Oh yes, I'm mistaken. What happened?
No. One more decision.
I don't think we should treat that department or treat the individuals that way.
Said you would go no, a yo ya say a do baby. I said you were canon, you treat goalkeepers.
I am your papa.
Today no ya found.
I am ya ankasa.
Then no ya found.
I tell you what. Debi Amika. The issue is not that we don't have potential good goalkeepers, but nurturing. And we have to understand. So we should get a conscious vision. What type of goalkeepers we want to bring up for our national teams? It must be deliberate. Then we go according to it. And all these goalkeepers, they'll play for not local teams. But in their local teams, They will make certain mistakes. But if you identify goalkeepers, 1 or 2 or 3, to the national team, no, you must maintain them
and encourage them.
Give them the necessary support. If you have to get them top teams to play, make sure they are playing game in, game out, week in, week out.
Ghana Premier League, one or number 1 goalkeeper?
For now, it's Razak Abalora.
Kotoko goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
So where then? Oh, project TV on goalkeeping.
Not just goalkeeping, but you know I am a certified, licensed coach.
Yes, I know.
Good. Goalkeeping is my specialty.
Okay.
But before you can become a specialist in the goalkeeping department, you must have knowledge in general coaching. Or say ultimately, for instance, strategy, system of play, tactics. Or say what thing you know say. Because goalkeeping, no. In my opinion, and Debi Ameka is the most important position on the field of play.
Very well. You better to Safro. You better part.
Debi, it's not fair.
Okay.
Because Debi Ameka, who frame me, who do me baha, goalkeeping, meet marker goalkeeping asem and no pa could draw and ajo.
Okay.
Because no hunyama dosu.
Okay.
And I've been saying, say, goalkeeping department, I was say, we need to make conscious efforts to make it an integral part of
a whole department.
Yes, department. Yeah. We have a vision. We can go and scout the talent. We can nurture them and train them systematically, accordingly, and promote them.
Say GF consider sir.
GF more consider sir. Say something I say this administration more idea no.
Yo,
they are doing well.
Very well. Orua Abubakar Damba, a legend. Ghana football mo goalkeeping to be precise. Ahwefo mo hwe dwumedi chichi ne benche. Monka me ho na ye na Orua Abubakar Damba se. Ha na bre betumi am ye kwan na enefie anadwi exports profile TV XYZ to ye de dwumedi na si. Nyankopon ya adom na adom ye ne a na otwe se ne ye de bebramo medin e de nana prempe the Britishman me mamwajo.